Let's make fried pickle chips. Why do I have an accent? Otherwise known as frickles. Cook the pickle, flour, milk, 1 egg, a little paprika, a little garlic powder, a little black pepper, whisk it up. Panko.
Please do it again.
Dill. Drop it in the wet. That's some wet ass pickle. In the dry, give it a flip. Fry 'em up. Oh, drain. Dip.
Do you need a super simple dinner? And I mean like super simple. Well then let's make 3 ingredient chicken nuggets. First, preheat your oven to 375. Get your chicken and cut them into nugget sizes. You're gonna need Lay's barbecue chips and a gallon-sized baggie. Fill it up about halfway with the chips and then casually take out your anger about 20-20 with it. Having a food processor also works, but I don't have one, so I do this. Crush it until it's about this consistency. Then get about 1 cup of whatever barbecue sauce you like and put it into a bowl. Now I know I said 3 ingredients, and this part is totally optional. I just like it personally because it tastes a little bit better. I add these spices to the barbecue sauce, measure with your heart, and then you're just gonna mix it like that. Get your prepped items into a line like this just to make your life easier. You also need a sheet pan lined with tinfoil and Pam. You're gonna drop the chicken nugget into the barbecue sauce and then the barbecue chips, and you're gonna put it on the pan like that. When you're all done, you're gonna put it into the oven for 12 minutes.
Let's make fried rangoon. This is a live king crab straight from Alaska. Just look at how big these babies are. First, we'll steam all of our crab legs. And now our king crab is cooked. For our filling, we'll go about a cup of cream cheese, a cup of king crab, 1 chopped green onion, a little minced garlic, a splash of Worcestershire sauce, a splash of soy sauce, salt, and a little pepper. Toss this in the fridge. For rolling these up, we'll take our wonton wrapper, add a little bit of water, put a small portion of our filling, and then we'll bring in all 4 corners at once, and there you have it, your beautiful crab rangoon ready to be fried. Now let's cook these bad boys up. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. For your sauce, keep it simple. A little bit of ketchup, a little bit of honey, and a nice squeeze of lemon. Yummy.
Today we're making Panera's broccoli cheddar soup, but better. We're gonna start out by melting half a stick of butter, and then we're gonna go in with 1 diced onion and 2 cloves of minced garlic. Once softened, season with salt and pepper, and then go in with half a cup of flour. Mix until all that flour is well dissolved, and then we can add 2 cups chicken stock and 1 cup heavy whipping cream. Bring to a simmer, and then we can go in with our veggies. We got 3 cups of finely chopped broccoli and 2 cups of shredded carrots going in. Mix everything together, bring to a simmer, and then cover for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, we're gonna go in with a couple handfuls of shredded cheddar cheese. Mix until all that cheese is melted and well incorporated. Now season with garlic powder and cayenne pepper. Mix again, and your consistency should look a little something like this. Now you're ready to serve and enjoy. I ate mine with some crusty Italian bread, and it was so much better than Panera.
McDonald's McNuggets. Start with that chicken breast. Go ahead and cut it up into little cubes, and we're gonna blend it in batches, and we're gonna pulse it. You could use a grinder if you have one, but I don't have one. I'm guessing a lot of you don't have one. You could use a blender, works just as good. Season the meat with a bunch of salt and pepper, and then the key to shaping your nuggets is to keep your hands wet so it doesn't stick to you. So you feel me? We made a few McDonald's shapes, and we went off with some dinosaurs, made a country, and look at that. I don't know what that is. Throw it into the freezer for like 2 hours. For the dry mix, we're gonna go flour, cornstarch, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Mix it up. For the wet batter, we're gonna go eggs, half a cup of water, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and whip that up. Then once your nuggets are hard, we're gonna go dry, wet, and then leave on there. And then once you do that, you're gonna heat up some oil. Once it bubbles around the stick, the wood, the chopstick, throw them into the oil. Make sure they don't stick to each other. Fry them for about 2 minutes each side. Take them out, and you got chicken McNuggets. Yes, sir.
Let's make Cheez-Its at home. Grab your favorite kind of cheese. I'm using Colby Jack, and cut each slice into fourths using a pizza slicer. Once you do that, you're gonna grab a sheet pan and lay it out with some parchment paper. Spread them out about 1 inch apart, and then grab a straw and put little holes in the middle to give it that Cheez-It effect. Once you do that, they're ready to be seasoned. You're gonna grab some sea salt and sprinkle that on top of them, and now they're ready for the oven. Throw them in at 275 for 25 minutes. They come out looking like this. They're freaking crazy delicious. These things are no joke. Just listen to this crunch.
Today we're testing out Gordon Ramsay's famous scrambled eggs recipe. Gordon, this better live up to the hype. Cold pot, 3 eggs. Then he says you need a knob of butter. I don't know what a knob of butter is. Knob. Nope. We're gonna go with 2 tablespoons. Place on high heat. Be constantly stirring. Once butter is melted, off the heat. Back on the heat. It'll start to scramble. Take it off the heat while it's still liquidy. Add creme fraiche or sour cream. Then the salt and pepper. Before all the comments come after me saying this is raw, I promise you it's not. Top with the scrambled eggs. Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs. Moment of truth. You win this time, Gordon. This is great. It must have been those knobs of butter.
So now I'm getting asked to make these. Oh, we've done this before and I'll do it again. You're gonna need cheddar cheese powder. Yeah, you can get them online. Bowl. 1 cup cheddar cheese powder. Half a cup white cheddar powder. 1 tablespoon of paprika. 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Half tablespoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of MSG. Yes. Whiskey business. Corn tortillas. Cut into quarters. 5-quart pot. Fry oil. 1.5 inches. Medium heat. Place into a baking pan. Into the oven to dry. 275. 5 minutes. Flip them all. Take them out. 325 to 350 Fahrenheit. Now fry those in batches. 2 to 3 minutes. Transfer to a wire rack. Dust with your seasoning. So we've got some dusty boys. I'll tell you right now, we might have did something.
You gotta be careful cooking this chicken for people. It's gonna get requested a lot. Now let's go! Some half chicken breasts. Pound them out until about 3/4 inch thick. Whisk up this amazing flour dredge. The beaten egg and soy sauce, and strip the thyme into the panko breadcrumbs. Chicken goes in the flour, coat it thoroughly. Next into the egg, same deal. Finally into the breadcrumbs. Dip it, flip it, coat it, and press. Bring a pan up to medium heat. Avocado oil. Chicken in. About 3 minutes and flip. Oh yeah. The one and only molten salt. Hit it right away so it sticks. Another 3 minutes and rest 4 minutes. Just a squeeze of lemon. It's the best chicken in the world. You know I love you and I'm out.
Kylie Jenner has only liked 32 videos on TikTok. One of them is my crispy potato recipe. But I'll let you be the judge. Listen. This is my take on a classic British technique with a little bit of food science. Yukon Gold or red potatoes, cold water, and a lot of kosher salt. You're not actually going to eat all that salt, but we're creating a diffusion gradient to get some of the salt inside the potatoes so they're flavorful throughout. When they're fork tender, rough them up with a spoon. This increases the surface area and gives you more places to get crispy. Be generous with the oil. You could also use like duck fat or goose fat if you had that. I'm adding fresh rosemary, a lot of Old Bay, paprika, I like sweet paprika, garlic powder, freshly ground black pepper, oregano, thyme, and a little bit of Maldon salt. Get everything mixed up, and then I added a little bit more Old Bay because I thought it needed it. Roast at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. When they look like this, turn off the oven but let them sit inside for 10 more minutes. It gets them extra crispy. The written recipe is on my website.
Restaurant quality scallops. First, remove the muscle from the side of the scallop. It's a little white fat part. Heat up a pan, high heat. You want it scorching, pretty much smoking at that point. Season your scallops while your pan is heating up. Go ahead and add some oil to the pan. I use 75-25 olive oil, canola oil. Put in your scallops, move them around a little bit once they've already released themselves. Push those to the side, add in butter, add in garlic, add in thyme. Go ahead and baste those real quick, max 30 seconds. Pull them out, let them drain on a paper towel, just get rid of some of that excess fat and butter. Then go ahead and throw it on a plate, cut them open, and you're gonna notice on the inside of these that they have a slight color difference. That slight color difference is medium rare-ish.
Today, we're cooking chicken fried rice on the Blackstone. Start with 2 large chicken breasts, cut into strips, then cut into cubes. Chop up some garlic. Dice 1 onion. Add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to your chicken, a pinch of baking powder, a squirt of vegetable oil, a squirt of soy sauce. This is going to keep your chicken moist and give it a nice crust. And don't forget the pepper. Use your wok if you want. Start with vegetable oil. Add the chicken. Add the onions and garlic. Chicken's cooked. Add the rice. And the peas and carrots. Add some butter. 4 eggs. Mix it all together. Sesame oil. Dark soy sauce. Soy sauce. And football Sunday, we're making beanless chili with IPA. Why beanless? That's the way my kids like it. We're going to start with 9 pounds ground turkey, ground beef. Put them all in. The beef's cooking. Onions, peppers, jalapeno, garlic. Mix them up, cook them till they're soft. Salt, pepper, Meat and veggies cooked. I don't use water. Diced tomatoes. A lot of them. Stewed tomatoes. A lot of them. Tomato sauce. And the seasoning. Look at that deliciousness. Add noodles, add cheese, add sour cream.